Now that you're comfortable with your creative editing skills, it's time to level it up. And I'm here with Rosie, who's going to talk us through some techniques to get that done.
So we're going for every tool in our toolbox. We're going to do compositing. We're going to work with some stock imagery. We're going to expand our image and essentially bulldoze down the wall. So let's do it.
All right.
So the idea today is that this white wall is actually going to turn into a portal to another world. So I'm going to create a big hole and I'm going to have like woods or some kind of magical world behind the wall.
What equipment are we going to be using?
So we've got the R5 and then we've got our 15-35 L series lens, which goes down to 2.8. I'm going to be using the interval timer that's built into the R5. I can set it to go off every 1 second, every 2 seconds. It's just going to go and all I have to focus on is posing.
And talk about focus, everything's going to be in focus as well.
They have tracking technology, so it's going to pick me up wherever I go, and that just saves so much of a headache.
Well, I think the next thing we should do is just get on with it and see
it.
what that turns out like. What's the first step?
Okay, first step, I need a picture just of the blank wall.
Okay, and why do we need the blank wall taken first?
It's a good blank canvas, so if everything else goes wrong, we can always build up from that one shot.
Great, okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So why are we using the black backdrop now?
So basically, if my hair were coming over the white background, but I had a dark other world to put in, it's just going to be really hard to blend. So having this black backdrop helps me cut out certain body parts that I want in. So it's a smart cheat, basically. Right, so let's review. I think we got it.
What's next?
Okay, take it to the edit suite. What I'm going to do now is import everything into DPP and choose my favorites.
At professional level, what does DPP offer you?
So DPP has got your back covered in a load of different areas. First off, it's going to allow you to do your white balance, your exposure correction. It's also got digital lens optimization, which is really, really useful. Batch processing, HDR blending. It's got pretty much everything that you could need. And then obviously the most important thing, converting those RAWs and maintaining those details in the images. I'm going to use its quick check tool to put all the images up and choose my favorites and match the poses together. And actually what happened while we were shooting is it went darker. So I'm going to use their exposure tool to just match the exposure back to how I wanted it to be. We just literally take the brightness adjustment here. We can crank it up without too much trouble. So next we're going to export the pictures. I'm going to put them into my editing software and we're going to take them to the next level times 10. So this is a stock image that I found and we're going to clear the room from the background and we're just going to do that using a very simple clone tool. See how it just disappears? Yeah. I'm literally going to just select this here, copy that, and then paste it across into my picture. And immediately you can see how this can work. You see how I need the black now because I need something of me going onto the black, which is going to cover. I'm going to pop it warp. It's a really fun way of using Liquify without having some of the warp issues. So I'm adding on points, and then once you've made those points, you can literally just move them to,
without affecting the rest.
Exactly. So it's quite a cool way to just change the way an image is built without doing too much damage to the image. For as much as I like that as it is too, I'm going to try and bring in the other shots. This part of me, copy and paste it onto here. And then we're going to transform it so that I match up. I'm going to just reduce my opacity here so I can see exactly where my skirt lines up with my legs. And then I can literally just erase it away. And you see straight away how immediately that's just working. So I'm going to put the whole above me for now. I'm just erasing here and bringing me back in, which is exciting. And that's the background behind me. And we're going to take that section again and stitch it little bit by little bit. I always find it's easier to treat things a bit like a painting because you see immediately here that now starts to make more sense. Slowly but surely, it's coming together. Okay, so let's zoom out, see the full image for now.
Wow.
We've made a hole in the wall. And I'm actually going to use the liquify tool to kind of give myself some sharper edges on some of the areas where I've done a bit of blending. And then we're going to put in our portal. So I think probably about this much. And I'm going to screen it on so you can sort of see straight away. Even just the forest looks quite nice, actually. So I'm going to darken it just a little bit. And I'm just going to erase around the sides. And there we have almost walking through a portal to another world. And there we go. We knocked a hole in the wall.
Into a different world.
Into a different world.
That is incredible. This was an incredibly complex process from start to finish. Give us a summary of what we've done.
Shoot the pose with a black background, import to DPP, match the poses in your favorites, do any exposure changes, export, put it in the editing software, comp until you go insane, and there you go, end result.
That's absolutely incredible, and I think the takeaway here for me is this is going to help anyone who's trying to take their photo editing, their creative editing to the next level professionally, and this is incredible. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been good fun.